Every day in Mecca, for example, every day some people from all nationalities in the world. And there is one imam, leader of faith, who is uttering the sounds of the bell. This is the key. And everyone behind it is uttering the same sounds. It's a universal, unifying key. It must be in Arabic, nothing else. If it is changed any other sounds, even other Arabic sounds, dialing the wrong number, not establish contact. Contact is absolutely essential for you spiritual growth, to develop you, the real person. This is the meat for your soul every day. Build your body. Food, breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. But this here, the key, is what he gives to you, the eternal you, who will last and will face God in the day of judgment. Being either strong enough to withstand the presence of God or too weak to withstand the presence of God. If you are too weak and undeveloped, you will have to run far away from God for man, your own volition. God doesn't put anybody on God. So this is the key, this is how important it is. Now, there are people who can make it to heaven from the lowest ranks of the lower heaven, which are fantastic life anyway, without ever uttering this, but it is not surviving on junk food. The key is your fastest and most efficient way of developing our soul. This prescribes 17 times a day in our 5 daily prayers, and for people who do not understand Arabic, within a month, to be like your mother's tongue. It's very easy. It's very short and it's very easy. Two things also that we want to the Arabic that you see on this page 1 at the bottom, it says repeat after Sura 74. Those who read the Arabic, it نزلت بعد المدثر, Surah المدثر number 74. Because it came immediately after revelation of the number 19. The 19 letters, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, in the sequence of revelation, came immediately after the number 19. This is it.
It's also the Fatiha, it's very, very easy for the children to pick up. Very easy. The rhythm of it, the sounds, it's very, very easy.
God sees to it that it is easy for us. God told us in Surah 2, verse 37, which maybe we will get to today, maybe next time, that He gave Adam specific words whereby God redeemed. Oh, I want to say also that because the Haftarah prayers are so important, Satan really concentrates on distracting you with your prayer. I can say that 100% of us cannot concentrate on prayer. What happened? Our brain came to life. We remember the strangest things in the prayer. Why? Who's doing this? It's dead. So don't let it bother you. Just keep doing the contact prayers. That's what God says. Just let it happen.
Even if you forget how to pray.
Come on, give me a break. Even if you forgot how many routines is done.
Oh yeah. I used to do an extra hard start.
Come on.
But if you are doing the prayer and you are in your fourth unit of the new prayer, for example, and you forgot how many rakats, you have to assume the lowest number. You say, oh, it must be the third. So you go ahead and do 5 units. As far as you're concerned, you did 4 units. And that's what you do, right?
Sometimes in situations
You have to forget that nonsense you learned in Turkey. And the nonsense I learned in Egypt. This is one of the things they tell you.
Like,
the traditional Muslims.
like to spend the whole time.
You read Qul Huwallahu Ahad 3 times, it's the same way to read the whole Quran. So another hadith, they talk about the Fatiha, the whole Quran is in the Fatiha.
Verse number 4, we didn't say Massa of the day of judgment, say God, Massa of every day. Why Satan?
No, because this word, because the judgment God gave the business to you, said that the master of the business was good. This is a very good point. Why is God saying master